2 days ago, I launched my first AI startup, and in this video, I'm gonna give you an update on how the launch went. For those who are new, my name is Eugene. I've been running my six-figure AI agency for over 3 years, and currently I'm in the process of launching and growing my new AI startup to $1 million ARR. What this is, it is an open source appointment setter that you can rely on that supports both text and voice that can book appointments, run the speed to lead campaigns, nurture, qualify, engage, and reactivate the dead leads from any business CRM. And this is our tool stack. So I share what worked for us, where we failed, and what we're doing to scale to $1 million ARR. Now, the first launch, the main launch, was planned for the 16th, and I completely broke this date because we were keep adding the features and keep polishing the app, because I realized that we needed to give people a free access to our software to download all the files that they need. Meaning, instead of giving people access to, let's say, a GitHub or giving them just a link to all the templates, I made them register inside our software so that then they can come in, they can actually download everything from the source files, and what is more importantly, they can see the dummy data so they can get a feeling of how the software actually looks. So if you come in here, this is how people see it. So when they go, it says that you're viewing the demo only data, and you can obviously download the GitHub repo, the Supabase schemas, the retail AI and NA10 workflows, as well as the Go high level snapshot. If you go on any other page like analytics, you can see the analytics. So you first see the pop-up like fully managed setter, that if you don't want to install it yourself, we can do it for you for a small fee. If you're interested, book a call. If you're not, people are clicking off, and they can go through the actual pages and see how it looks, how the software feels, and open some of the tabs to see what are some of the features. They can even go to a setter and see how everything is configured. But yeah, this is a dummy data. They cannot save anything here. They just get a feeling. So, and I literally built it in probably like 12 hours because I realized on the 16th that we needed. This is why I was like, okay, so let's transition it to the 17th. And the 16th was Thursday. So let's change it to Friday. But the biggest work that was needed to be done is the actual course, because the access to the software is cool, and people technically are able to install it themselves, but they need to realize on how to actually use it, how to create the setters, how to create the campaigns. In one of the previous videos, I was showing you that we're still polishing the campaigns. Right now they are fully launched, fully working. We are right now working on scaling them to allow more leads be uploaded into the campaigns, because currently it is limited on 5,000, but I want to be able to freely add 10,000 and not break anything. So there needed to be a course, and this was done essentially within a day. So I recorded everything. I created the free version of our software with all the access, and I was recording a video for probably the course for probably like 9 hours. It was such a pain. I mean, these long videos in one take are ridiculous. But again, the actual course is about 4 or 5 hours. It's just that I was recording it longer because I was structuring the like every video is planning ahead on what I'm gonna say, and here it is, right? And by the way, guys, as you should already know, everything is free, everything is available to you because you are following my journey on the second YouTube channel. I have the main one where I talk primarily about the actual use cases. Here I'm showing you the journey, but you can still click on the link above below, and you will get access to everything. Everything is free, open source, and you will have the access to this 4-hour course that, where I'm going over not just the features, the use cases, the installation, the onboarding, but also the campaigns, how to launch them, what are the different features, how to configure a text setter, voice setter, and all the other things. Now, that was pretty much the launch. So we launched on the Saturday, okay, which was, I believe, the 18th. So 2 days of the delay, which is not that big, but the problem was that it is again Saturday, and the launch, meaning we had a wait list, so we sent the people the email to, so we sent all the waitlist members the actual email on, like, hey guys, we are launching, here's how you can get access. And let me show you one of the actual emails here that we send to one bulk, because we have multiple bulks and multiple campaigns. So you can see that was the actual email, like, hey, I'm sorry for the delay, so here's everything you need to know. We're giving the link, and obviously I'm telling the guys that if you are interested for us to give you the fully managed setter, so you don't need to worry about any sort of development and fulfillment, we can do it for you. And we started to get the people into the school. Now, to keep it fair, as you can see here, this is 1,000 members. I wish they were all the people for the setter, but most of these guys are this is my previous school that I was getting people in when we were running the ads for a specific offer. So this is like a combination of people, but this is right now the main link where we are going to be sending all the traffic. And the pipeline is very simple. So they go through the course, they watch the demo. Under each, they can either register on our software to get all the open source free resources, or if they don't want to do it themselves, they are just going to be booking a call with me, and we're going to be building it for them. Now, one little thing that I would want to show you is that is something that we're working on right now, and I take very seriously, because this is what is going to make the difference in terms of monitoring and tracking everything, is the system admin dashboard. And by the way, see, again, I enable the creator mode for everything so that you cannot see any information, but essentially this is the backend dashboard that is connected to all of the sub accounts. So we not only can see our MRR and how many paid clients we're having, the trends and the agencies and the sub accounts, but we can also monitor all the errors as well as all the logs for all of the accounts that we are hosting. Obviously, this is not like when you are self-hosting it, like we don't have access to that, but when we are providing you a fully managed setter, we are responsible for it to work and for it to not hallucinate, for it to not throw any errors. This is why we are building this dashboard. Again, this is like a huge chunk of work that is very much related to delivery. So more clients we're gonna onboard, we're gonna make it better every time. But regardless of that, in the next video, I would want to explain how we're thinking about growing, because the actual true launch, I would say it was split between the 18th and today, which is the 21st. Again, so this is not the perfect launch, because usually I like to, one day throw all of the leads into one place and make the internet buzz. But because it was Saturday and yesterday it was like Monday, which is not the best time for posts, I decided to make it today. So I finally created a video on the YouTube channel, which is actually the video for our demo. This is like a demo setter. It's the same video that I have inside right here. I would say that this is the most important video, so I would highly guys suggest you to watch it. even if you're not planning to, use it, install it. So it's just showing you everything live. I'm gonna be probably doing this more and more on this channel to show this thing live, how it is working, and not just the backend. But I posted this video, so obviously this should get some traction, and people are going to be signing up through the link below. Plus, I am right now posting the main email to all of my newsletter subscribers, not just my the ones that were on the wait list. So yeah, we'll keep you guys updated. In the future videos, we'll talk about the growth and what's the actual plan to reach the 1 million ARR.